Thanks for tuning in to Chats with Your Self-Worth BFF. This is your host, Michaela Falar, where we are here to skyrocket your self-worth, heal your shit, and take your power back. Welcome to the chat. What's up, guys? I am so excited about this episode. It's going to be fire. We're going to talk about how to take your power back and get unstuck. Before we get into that, I want to talk about the 4-week program that I just launched called the Butterfly Effect. It's not going to start until August 7th, but doors are open now and it is going to be so incredible. We are focusing on transforming from the inside out because it starts with the inside. If you don't know this, I have been on a healing journey for a little over 2 years now. And over the last 6 months, I've really dove deep into self-worth work. And what I mean by that is just healing trauma, learning how to skyrocket my self-worth, self-image, self-love, healing things that I had been avoiding for literally years, and just becoming my most aligned, authentic, true self. And I've transformed myself so much through this work that I have fallen in love with teaching it. And I want to shout it from the rooftops and this podcast and help others transform the way that I have. And I realized that by focusing and healing things that I had going on inside of me, that my outside appearance started to shift as well. So I created this 4-week program. It's going to be focused. Each week we'll have a Zoom call that's going to be kind of like a class teaching you about self-worth, self-love, healing trauma, the art of magnetism, and just stepping into remembering who the fuck you are and that you are a badass and you have everything that it takes to become the highest, most aligned, incredible version of yourself. And I'm also going to be intuitively channeling for you what is the best way each week to be fueling your body, moving your body. So I am really mushing together the 10 years of experience I've had in the fitness and health world and the all incredible things that I've been learning over the last 2 years, 6 months mostly. And I've embodied it into this 4-week program. So if you want more information on that, it will be in the show notes below. So go ahead and click that link and you'll have all the details there. If you have any questions, of course, you can either email me, which that email will also be in the show notes below, or you can send me a DM on Instagram or TikTok. Today, like I said, we're going to be talking about how to take your power back and get unstuck. You guys are really excited about this, and I am also very excited about this. I was seriously writing out the notes, and I was just writing so fast because I was just getting so fired up about this. Okay. I want you to think if there's something in your life right now that you have been wanting to do, whether this be starting a new business, chopping all your hair off, dyeing it pink, breaking up with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, moving across the country in a van, doing a crazy road trip, anything that you've been thinking about, but something or someone is holding you back. What I mean by that is the outside opinions, these outside opinions of other people, or what would this person say, or what would that person say, or what would they think about me, if that is holding you back. So I want you to take a second and think about that. Is there something you've been wanting to do in the back of your mind or start that you haven't because you're afraid of what other people will think? If you answered yes to that, you've completely given your power away. You are letting outside circumstances, opinions get in the way of something that you really, really want to be doing. Our ego wants us to play it safe. It doesn't want you to get out of your comfort zone. It doesn't want any light shined on us if we fear that it's going to impact us in a negative way. So it just keeps us safe. It keeps us comfy. We just stay in our little comfort zone because we're fine here. We're content. Nothing's going on. Nothing's wrong. So why change anything, right? We're comfortable. But there's that little voice inside your head that's like, oh, but we could be doing this, or we could try this, or we could do this, or we could, you know what I'm saying? Your job as an adult, wanting to get into alignment with your highest self, is to push through those insecurities and limiting self-beliefs and to not give a fuck what anyone else is saying or thinking about whatever it is that you are doing. Because in order to grow and become our highest, most aligned self, we have to do things that we've never done before. We have to do things that scare us. We have to take the risks. We have to get uncomfortable. But if you're so worried about what everyone will think about you and what everyone will say about what you're doing, whatever it is that you want to do, start the business, move across the country in a van, dye your hair, cut your hair, break up with that boyfriend, leave everything, leave your corporate job and start that dream business and just go for it. If you want to do something crazy and everyone's sitting there telling you you shouldn't do that because it's crazy, you've given your power away. And that's that. Do you think that Ford let it get to him that people thought his dream of building a V8 car that everyone can afford, like, do you think that he let it, like, the fact that his scientists, he told his people this idea, right? These builders, these scientists, he told them this idea and they looked at him like sideways, like, what? And they worked on that for years, for months and years, and they took all this time, and these scientists came back into his office and kept on telling him, like, this isn't possible, this isn't possible, this isn't possible. And you want to know his response was? Keep trying. Try again. Until one day, it was done. There are so many incredible, inspiring stories like this. Someone has an idea, they were told it's possible, or they were told it's impossible, and you have two choices. You can either let it happen, you can either make it happen, or you can let the outside opinions of others and your ego take you down. And then guess what happens if you do that? Someone else gets that same idea and then they do it. And then that other person, like you, and then you are kicking yourself in the ass for either not trying at all, or for letting other people's opinions or outside validation or what everyone else is going to think about you. You let that get to you. You let that stop you. You gave your power away. You gave your power away to these people, these circumstances, these outside opinions, this validation. You gave it to them instead of being like, no, I'm going to do this. Whatever it is, whatever it may be, no matter how impossible people keep telling you that it is, or how crazy it is, or how no one's going to understand you, or no one's going to buy this from you, or no one's going to understand what you're doing. Like, you don't give your power away to people like that. You have to just do it. You have to just start. That's the moral of the story. You have to try. You have to start. You have to block out that noise. You want to take back your power? You want to take back your power? You want to get unstuck? Stop caring so much about what other people are saying about you and your ideas. Just do what lights you the fuck up. Just do it. Just do what makes you feel good. And do it scared. Do it without knowing what's going to end up happening. But just do it. Just try. Because if you don't, you're literally giving them your power. You're giving these outside circumstances, these people, your power. And that's no way to live. No way to live. You are the only thing, you are literally the only thing that you have control over. This is your life, and you have to do what you want. You have to do what feels right to you. And that doesn't matter if Stan thinks that you're crazy and nothing that you're saying is making any sense to him, and and that nothing that you're saying is going to work and blah, 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 negative, negative, negative. If you let him or that person or that whatever get to you and hold your power and hold that choice for you, make that decision for you, like, okay, well, this person thinks this, so they're probably right. And I'm just not going to try. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to stay in my comfort zone. Stop asking for everyone else's advice on your life. Live your life. Do whatever the heck it is that you want to do. Start asking yourself. How about that? Start asking yourself. Tap into your intuition, that inner knowing, even if it makes absolutely zero fucking sense. Even if others think and say that you're crazy. If it feels good to you, you have to take control. You have to do what's right by you. You have to take your power back. You have to own your life. You have to own your decisions. Once you take back that power and stand in your power with confidence, knowing that nobody can shake you. Nobody. That is when you get unstuck. That is when you will start to move forward. That is when you will start to align with the highest version of you. Stop giving away your power. You have all that you need. You do not need someone's approval. You do not need that outside validation. You already have that within yourself. You wouldn't have this idea in your brain if it wasn't possible. Gus, great universal source, God, whoever you pray to, whatever you want to say, fill in that blank, would not put that idea in your head if they didn't think that you could execute it. Just like when you go through something traumatic, you wouldn't have gone through that if there wasn't a lesson to learn. You wouldn't have gone through that if Gus didn't know that you can handle it. Bottom line, period. So why would they give you this incredible idea or this desire to do something, whatever it may be, if they didn't believe that you could make that shit happen? Bam. They wouldn't. So stop giving away your power. If there is something that you want to do and you have been letting outside opinions get in the way of you making that choice, of you starting, of you dropping whatever it is that you're doing now and getting outside of your comfort zone and building that dream business or moving across the country or whatever the heck it may be, cutting your hair for summer, like literally whatever it may be, big or small. If you are wanting to do something like that and you're letting the noise of all these outside opinions get to you and stop you from doing something, that's you giving your power away. Stop being so scared. You have what it takes to make it happen. You just have to make that decision. And you have to be unshakable. Period. If this is something that you are struggling with, I am opening up mentorship spots for the month of July. I have 3 spots open, and I'm going to leave the email in the show notes below. So if you're interested in mentorship for the month of July, click that link below, email me and apply. Like I said, I will be emailing you back, letting you know you'll apply, and then we'll go from there. But mentorship is 1 session, one-on-one with me per week. It is going to give you access to all of my programs, all of the content that I put out, which one of them will be the Butterfly Effect that starts in August. If you sign up for mentorship in July, you will get that program in August. So it's a pretty incredible situation. If this is something that you struggle with, if you want to take your power back, if you want to get unstuck, if you want to move forward in your life, if you feel stuck right now and you don't know what to do next and you just need a little bit of a push, Sign up. Let's do this. I got you. This work that I've been doing is transformational, and there's a reason that I'm here to teach it with you, to teach it to you, and to help you move forward in whatever it is that you're feeling stuck in. I want to help you get started. I want to help you take your power back. I want to help you get unstuck. So check out the show notes below. All the details are there. This was a fiery as fuck episode, and I just spit out so much incredible, valuable content, and I hope that you soak it all up. And that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this resonated with you, please make sure you leave a rating and review. Like and subscribe if you are watching on YouTube. Make sure you follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Kayla Cakes, at KAELA_CAKES. Visit my website at MichaelaRyanFalar.com to find out more about my coaching services. All of these links are in the show notes below. Make sure you tune in for next week's episode. New episodes are out every Tuesday and Friday. Chat soon.